Now let's head about 400 miles up the East Coast to Asbury Park, New Jersey. Al Roker is there tracking Sandy's every move. Al, good morning.
Well, good morning to you, Jenna. And, of course, Asbury Park, known as the home of rock and roll and Bruce Springsteen, but it's going to be a whole different kind of rock and roll going to be happening here as Sandy makes its way onshore just to the south of here. Right now, this is the latest on Sandy, 260 miles south-southeast of Cape Hatteras, North Carolina. It's 395 miles east of New York City, 75-mile-per-hour winds northeast, moving at 13 miles per hour. Tropical force winds extend out some 520 miles from the center of the storm, and that's going to be the big problem. As this system comes onshore, it is certainly going to leave its mark. Officials up and down the East Coast are warning residents to take Sandy very seriously.
Folks, this could be bad, really bad. It could impact us in several ways and for a long period of time.
High winds and torrential rain could mean power outages for days. Residents in coastal New Jersey are bracing for the worst.
The worst part's going to be the flooding.
Crews are busy pushing sand and using it to fill bags in hopes it will provide a barricade. Homeowners along the coast are also preparing.
I don't want to take a chance.
Businesses are boarding their windows and billboards in Atlantic City are coming down. Grocery stores and gas stations full of people trying to get ahead of the storm.
We got water, flashlights and stuff. Got to be prepared.
Near Philadelphia, there's concern about 6 oil refineries, 7% of the nation's capacity potentially threatened by the storm. Officials in New York City will decide today if subways, bridges, and tunnels will get shut down. Mayor Bloomberg urging city dwellers not to assume they're in the clear.
Don't get lulled tomorrow when there's not a lot of rain and not a lot of wind. This is a dangerous storm.
New Jersey's Governor Chris Christie echoing the warning.
We should not underestimate the impact of this storm, and we should not assume the predictions will be wrong.
Even though mandatory evacuations are beginning to take effect, some say they don't plan to leave.
We have never left the house or evacuated in the past. We are staying. It's our home. It's our house.
Well, hopefully they live to not regret that decision. But let's take a look and show you what the path of this storm looks like. It continues as a Category 1 storm over the next 24 hours, paralleling the coast. And then sometime Monday night, it makes a sharp left turn and makes its way onshore as a Category 1 storm. And the problem is, once it makes its way onshore, it's not done yet. It is going to linger for the next 72 hours. As it comes onshore, storm surge is going to be a big issue. From Wilmington to Norfolk, about 3 to 6 feet above normal tides. As you get from Ocean City, Maryland to Montauk, Long Island, anywhere from 4 to 10 feet above their normal tides. And unfortunately, when this is hitting, it'll just about be about at astronomical high tides. So that's a big problem. Rain also a big issue with a system like this. Generally speaking, about 3 to 5 inches of rain over the next 72 hours. But as you get closer to the coastlines, anywhere from 7 to 10 inches of rain locally up to 12 inches of rain. And that's why there are flash flood watches, and right along the coast, coastal flood warnings in effect with coastal flood watches. And the winds are going to be a big problem as well. We now have high wind warnings in effect, winds gusting up to 75 to 80 miles per hour for the mid-Atlantic and the Northeast. A dangerous, dangerous storm that will, once it moves inland, cause massive problems as well. And some areas inland, West Virginia, Ohio, and the northeastern Pennsylvania, I should say southeastern Pennsylvania, Jenna, could pick up to a foot of snow. So this thing is going to be a monster.
Wow. Al, thank you very much.